I cannot believe you said you act like you want a low profile when you were doing all that, ma'am. Just parkour in the streets. What do you expect? Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, KGeekXX Chic, and we are back with a brand new anime series. I'm excited to start a new one now that Hell's Paradise is wrapped up for me, but I am very much looking forward to the next season of that as well. But anyways, this is a new anime which is called Solo Leveling, and I saw the trailer for it. That's literally how I pick my animes for the most part. I see the trailer. If the trailer intrigues me, I check out the show. So this one looks very interesting to me. I just want to kind of jump in because it looks like it has a nice fantasy element as well as some great animation for fighting, etc. Not sure what it's going to bring, but I'm hoping that I enjoy it a lot. It's also a weekly series, so it's a little bit, you know, it's good and bad. I think it's nice to have a week to kind of marinate and think about what you've watched, but also can be frustrating, especially when they leave you on a cliffhanger. Let's hope they're not like, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen, where they just leave you on like the bleeding edge at the end, at the end of every episode. Just reading the plot, because I have literally no background on this particular lore at all. In a world where hunters, who are human warriors who possess magical abilities, must battle deadly monsters to protect mankind from certain annihilation, a notoriously weak hunter named Sung Jinu finds himself in a seemingly endless struggle for survival. One day, after narrowly escaping an overwhelmingly powerful dungeon that nearly wipes out his entire party, a mysterious program called The System chooses him as its sole player and in turn gives him the extremely rare ability to level up in strength, possibly beyond any known limits. Follow Jinu's journey as he fights against all kinds of enemies, both man and monster, to discover the secrets of dungeons and the true source of his powers. So that sounds like a really fun adventure. And I think it's also quite interesting that even though this is a Japanese anime, it's based on a Korean webtoon, because that name, Sung Jinu, is very Korean. But I see that the author is Korean as well, that it's based on, well, I believe they call them manhwas in Korea. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I wonder if they're going to add any elements of, I'm not sure if the source material references Korean culture much, but it'll be very interesting to see if this interpretation brings in that Korean culture, despite the fact that we're going to be using Japanese voice actors. All right, so I feel like that is more than enough preamble. I'm ready to get into the first episode, which is called I'm Used to It. So about to do that, but just before I do, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I do a lot of reactions here to all sorts of good stuff, including anime. And if you'd like to watch me on this journey and know when I upload new videos, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you like this video, please show it some love with some likes and some comments below. I appreciate it so very much. Okay, that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 1 right about now. 3 years ago, 4 Oh, he said that. Hunter me. Oh, okay, we got a bug monster. Okay, ants. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Oh, well, he's okay. We got mages. We like that. Okay, so we had tanks in the front, mages who are not that effective. Well, that team's done. Oh, I need a hero. Who's that? Healing spell? Nice. Ooh. He's a super good healer. Keep him. Yeah, we don't want to lose the healer, please. All right, now this is a tank. And lightning. Ooh, we like this duo. No shade to the first team, but S ranks. Okay, we have a ranking system. I mean, he knows you're not going to ever lose your healer. Not if you can help it. That's what he was doing. Okay. Yunho. Ooh, he said take that to the stamen or abdomen. He did not just slap you back with your own leg. Oh no, it was a pincer. Well done. With his abs out and everything. Uh-oh. There's more. Oh. Nope. Just one of the group. Berserker. We like that. Wolverine. So much is happening and it's only been the first 5 minutes, guys. Guildmaster. Nice. This is reminding me of my WoW rating days. This is far more exciting though. I want to be the guy on the bridge who's not actually getting into the fray.
今から十数年前、突如としてゲートと呼ばれる異次元とこちらの世界を
I see.
異形の怪物モンスターが
Oh, why did they come here? Why does that look like the guy from Dragon Ball?
ハンターは体内に有する魔力量によって、S 級、A 級、B 級、
Got you.
E 級にランク分けされる。
Oh. What's up, fellow E rank?
しようとも、その能力が成長することはない。
Are we sure about that? That sounds like an assumption. 3 years later. Okay. All right, we're up to date. Things look very nice here. Not post-apocalyptic at all. Ah, that's a good way to make sure nothing sneaks up on you. Raid! Didn't I just say raid? Wow, raids. What's this hair? Oh, so now you get paid to hunt. It's good incentive.
今日もよろしくお願いします。
おい、サン君、飯はちゃんと食ってきたか？
はい、しっかり食べてきました。
All right.
別名人類最弱兵器なんだ。
Okay, well, just because you're weak doesn't mean you can't be popular.
超えたら困るから。説明はここまでにするとして。
Well, at least they're not trying to be mean to his
ま
face.
したから
Ah, well. And they're not really being mean. Sounds like they're just stating facts.
そんなことより何ですかその顔の傷。
She looks a lot like Yurahara from Bleach.
俺が弱すぎるだけですし、ジュキさんだったらよくご存知でしょう。もう慣れてますから。
We're gonna need to work on your self-esteem, my friend.
僭越ながら今回のレイドでリーダーを務めさせて。
Humble? I hardly think so with that animation.
さあ、準備はいいですか？送りましょう。
Not ready at all. Interesting language note. In both Korean and Japanese, get ready or be ready is junbi.
怪我しないように粘ってろよ。
Huh.
はい。
それじゃあ頑張りましょうね。
At least they're nice to him. A lot of times in these types of shows, they treat the
ほんの少し
weakest
しか
really
うまく
badly.
慣れてないナイフ。俺の収入じゃこれを買うのが精一杯だったけど。
Well, you do your best, pal.
ドンブレイクは困る。しかしダンジョンから得られる物資の安定的な供給は求める。
Of course. They're not going in there to get it themselves.
我々ハンターはダンジョンで得られる物資を売りそれを生りにしている人間。
Ooh, the scars on that man's face.
倒したモンスターから出てくる結晶体。
Essence stones. Why are they valuable?
ようやく1個目。
Yeah, pay attention. You can fanboy over your rock later. Oh, no. Damn. In fairness, he did at least try to battle. Yeah,
大
that's
丈夫ですからね。
gonna leave a mark.
どうします？
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of blood. Nice. Arigato.
モンスターを倒すためのより強力
Oh, okay. Got it. What we need to forge weapons. Got it.
ダンジョンから採掘される
Mana crystals.
新しいエネルギー源として
Oh.
安全で水力風
I mean, you can't argue that. Sounds like the perfect resource. Except for the fact you're gonna die to get it.
だからこそハンターの担う役目は大
I
きい
see. Well, you better be paying me mint for that. That's all I'm saying. I should be like in the lap of luxury.
お腹だけじゃなくて体中こんなに怪我して。謝ってほしくて言ってるんじゃありません。
Damn.
心配なんです。
She said, I don't mind doing my job. I just hate having to do it all the time.
月の鉱脈も少なくて収入的には全然物足りないな。
Don't go any further.
俺が手にしたのはこの E 級の魔法石。
Hey, it's better than nothing.
こっち来てくれ。
Don't look at that.
洞窟？
Don't do it. Not today.
ああ、この奥にまだ獲物がいるってことだ。
Famous last words.
事態が起きた場合、ハンター協会の指示を仰ぐのが通例になって。
I think that's a good idea.
同じ D 級ダンジョンなんだし問題ないでしょ
No, what you just did was the D rate. Rules are there for a reason.
行きましょう。
反対です。
Good for you.
俺は行く。当然。
And you got another baby on the way.
残るは孫君だけだが。
Oh, Sung, they're gonna blame you if this goes south, bro.
父さんが失踪して
Your
家
dad's
族の
gone?
中で働けるのは俺だけ。
Well, that's a lot of pressure.
母さんの治療費がいる。大学
Of
受験
course
を
your
控え
mom's
た妹もい
sick.
る。
黒い水晶に片手で触れてください。
That sounds like a no. You just be touching black spheres? Are they testing for magical energy? Is that what's happening? Oh, C rank. Okay. So that's how they find out. Interesting.
契約の内諾を取り付けることができ
Signed to what?
今の
Guilds?
ところ順調です。
老若男女を問わず有望そうな方には声を
And that's the way it should be.
そうそう現れると思えません。
Hey in. You should be. Whoa. Did you see the glutes? Oh, I thought the hat was gonna land on her head. That would have been pretty baller. She said, I didn't even break a sweat.
はい
I would have laughed so much if she was like, this is a great purse. I'm keeping it, actually. Oh, that's Heian. Yay! I love that our top ranked hunter is a girl. I cannot believe you said you act like you want a low profile when you were doing all that, ma'am. Just parkour in the streets. What do you expect?
なわけないでしょ。もう忘れたんですか。ジヌさん、さっきもう少し上をさせ
Yeah.
今度お詫びに何かごちそうになっちゃう。
She likes you. See that blush? Guys, there's skulls on the door. This is a bad idea.
手ぶらで帰れるか。おう、俺も行く。
That hubris. It's gonna cost you.
ゲートが出現してから十数年。未だダンジョンの中は不明なことが多い。ハンターは命がけの職業です。
True.
おごってはいけない。軽んじてはいけない。
Exactly.
臆病でいてください。
Be very afraid. Oh, blue light can't be good. Think you've awakened the devil, guys. Those things are gonna come to life and chop y'all up. I don't like it. It's gonna move.
なんだこの石像。
Former heroes that died.
ていうか、モンスターいなくね。
You sure?
一匹も見当たらない。
Seems a little soon to say that.
カルテノン神殿の掟
Cartenon
一つ
Temple.
目神を敬せよ
As you should.
二つ目
ジヌさん
As you should.
の大きな石像。
I freaking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I told y'all. And now y'all locked in. Greed. You see how where greed takes you?
舐めてかかるからこんなことになるんだ。
You're gonna be the first one to go.
そこから離れろ。
I told y'all those statues. I knew it. Oh, your whole head. Yeah, it got real now, huh? I don't think your healer can fix that. The eyes. Ma'am.
俺より強いに決
Oh, well, at least. Okay, he's back to chilling. It's gonna look at you real quick. Yeah, I knew it.
迷宮に閉じ込められて餓死しかけたこともあった。
And you're back for more. I mean, I guess I give you props for not giving up.
この靴ももうダメか。
Oh, damn. So is there really literally no other job you can do? I'm just saying.
よくわかる。
Damn. So he sensed that coming. He said, revere God. How dare you look him in the eye? See? He got you all kneeling. I think the commandments are a hint.
閉じ込められた。逃げられん。
I'd say so, unfortunately.
殺される。
That's where you end the first episode. Whew, okay, guys. Well, that was episode 1 of Solo Leveling, and I think we had a lot. They made sure that they let you know what we can expect, at least an idea of what we can expect for the rest of the season right off the bat. Yeah, we're introduced to our main character, Sung Jinwoo, and he is known as the weakest hunter possibly in the world, which I don't know how they could possibly know that considering not even everyone's been tested yet. But anyways, we got the lay of the land. This episode was very much about establishing this world for those of us who are not familiar with it, like myself. I did not read the manhwa, so I'm not sure what this is all about. But basically, it looks like the world was perfectly normal up until 10 years ago when all of a sudden these portals opened and they basically opened up to dimensions where these magical beasts existed and they crossed over into the human world. But when they crossed over, it also awakened magical abilities in the humans, some of them. And the ones who had magical abilities became hunters so that they could defend, obviously, Earth, but also, it looks like, get some loots, some fat loots. If they go into their realm and they defeat these monsters, they're able to get, what was it, crystals and, mana crystals, and I can't remember what the other one is. I already forgot the name of the other crystals, but either one, they're very valuable in the human world because they provide energy. It's a clean, very powerful source of energy that Earth's never seen. So now the governments and powers that be are interested in the artifacts that come out of this world, hence why they are paying these hunters insane amounts of money to risk their lives and go in and get more of these resources. But there is a ranking system because not all magic is equal in this world as it typically would be. So we see that there's a ranking for all of the different hunters based on the amount of magical ability that they exhibit. It starts from S, which is I guess the god tier, and then it goes from A through E. And it's basically the way you would expect like a grading system in school. A is good, E is not so good. I guess it's practically 0. So and apparently the belief in this world is that once you have your ranking set for your magical ability, that's it. It's capped. So if you start out as a B, you will always be a B. You will never be better than a B. So if that's the case here with Jinwoo, he was ranked as an E, which is the lowest that they have. And that means that he really is not able to take on most of the beasts that he goes up against, because it sounds like the very lowest dungeons that they experience or that they go into are D. So that's already one level higher than him, but he keeps trying to go in and do these dungeons because we see that his situation is very stereotypical K-drama. He's got a father who's gone missing, a mom who's sick and needs hospital treatments, and a sister who's still in school and needs school fees paid. So he's the sole breadwinner right now because his father has disappeared, and apparently he has no other skills, I guess, to work in any other form of work. But I guess he's just thinking that if he's able to get some decent loot from any of these raids, it might be enough. Like, it sounds like one good raid loot would be enough to potentially take care of all of his finances for even a good year or so. So I get the risk, but we see that it's not just a matter of his magical level being low. He doesn't seem to have very good directions. Like, he got lost, as he said in one labyrinth. He doesn't have good fighting ability. He can't afford the gear he needs to protect himself. So I really think the only thing that's keeping him allowed to keep going on these raids is because it seems like he's a nice guy, and thankfully this magical community doesn't seem too mean. You know, there's not like a bullying aspect, I guess you could say, because, you know, in a lot of these animes, there is very much this hierarchy where the cool kids are mean and distant and they look down on people, and then the people who are lowly are like the outcasts. It doesn't seem like they're doing that here, and I guess it's because there's so many people who are in these groups. But anyways, they're allowing him to keep tagging along, even though most times he's a liability for being 100. But anyhow, we see that he's on this particular dungeon quest in this episode because, once again, he needs money desperately, and it's supposed to be a D level, so it's only one rank above him. He figures there's a good chance he'll only come out with a few scratches, but we see that he almost got killed within the first, he didn't even get to the boss. They didn't even get to the final boss, and he already got very badly wounded, but he was healed. And then we see that the party decided to go further into this cave. They saw an offshoot, a tunnel that led somewhere else, and they foolishly just assumed that it was all part of a D rank dungeon. But as I said in the episode, there's a hallway, so like that's not part of the dungeon. This is something else you're going into, and you should definitely get it assessed by people who are more experienced and more powerful. But we saw that greed and hubris got the better of them, and they decided to follow, and it led them to that chamber where they are clearly outclassed by a lot. They had no idea what they were going to expect. They are trapped in there. So yeah, we ended that episode with Jinwoo realizing that they were not in a good situation, that they're probably not going to survive it. And he was saying that's because he's been through so many near-death situations now. He feels like he's got a sixth sense for when things are going to go south. But I think that's just plain deduction skills in this case. But for the sake of argument, we will say that, okay, maybe he does have a sixth sense about these things, which might be a power he does not realize he has yet. But yeah, outside of that, we found out that there is a guild, multiple guilds where these hunters can sign up or be recruited based on their magical ability, and their guild masters who run these. And then we saw that one man, oh gosh, Gahun? I should have wrote down these names. I can't remember, but there was another guy who had all the scars on his face. It looks like he is one of the very high ups in the whole hunter world. And he's hearing that, you know, he's not really liking the fact that these dungeons are getting stronger and that this is a very dangerous job. But he realizes the government's putting a lot of pressure on hunters and giving them a lot of financial incentive to stay in the game. So I'm not sure where he's going to fit into all of this, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. And then we were also introduced to a character by the name of Cha Ha-in. We were introduced to a character named Cha Ha-in. And apparently she is the best S-Class out there. We were introduced to her very lightly in this episode. My guess is her importance is going to grow as the show goes on. But I do wonder if there's going to be possibly a connection between her and Jinwoo at some point, or if they're going to work together. We did see that Jinwoo and the girl who was healing him seem to have a relationship as well. And she clearly has a crush, but we'll see whether or not that's actually going to become anything, or if she even survives this chamber. We already know Jinwoo is going to be okay because he is the lead. But yeah, I have to say, like I said, solid start. I'm intrigued. I like the world that we've been introduced to, and I love that we've got like both the mage side of things. Like I said, it very much reminds me of World of Warcraft because that's the game I played the most, honestly. There's probably a lot others that maybe are a little bit closer. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun show. I'm liking it a lot so far, and I enjoyed watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give me some love on this video. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.